Hello and welcome back. Right, we are going to jump to it straight away. I can't remember. Oh, well that's different. Wow, that is completely... That is not right. Something's broken. Courseplays. Okay, it's... that's interesting. Right, very interesting. Okay, so did we make the course? No, we didn't. Okay, right, so then let's create a job. I hope it's not broken. Courseplay, that is... We've got follow me as well now. Amazing. Right, so open course generator. And chat. Let's see if it is actually going to 3 headlands. I think 2. It's quite big. I thought so. I'm going to say it's not picked the field position. Let's try that again. Open and generate. That's better. Right. So let's save the course. And it is 43. Save the course. Activate. And it is 12 meter. Okay. Let's get cracking. Oh, it has. Oh my life. It is. Courseplay is broken. Ah. Okay. Well, right. That's the quickest in history. Really is. Right. Oh my life. Yeah, I've never seen that happen. Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to stop playing Investigate. So I shall hopefully see you shortly. Hello, right, sorted. Yes, it was actually a configuration problem more than anything. So let's crack on. Start first waypoint. Let's see, make sure the course is actually active. I can't see any stop starts. Oh, okay. Can't see any. Oh no, yeah, they're right over the back. Right, smashing. Right, we have another tractor to go and sort out. I remember. I do remember. Right, so we have 3 and 1. I think, to be honest, we ought to drop the big thing off and just have the bat, but I'm not sure this is going to be stable even with that. No, it is. Yeah. We'll just keep topping up, I think, to be honest. I think it's definitely the safest thing. We are going to do this ourselves, and that is way too much. How big do you think this is? It's only an 18 metre spread. Come on, get with it, Mr. Smith. Right, I will say my words because we have got a lot to do. See you guys and gals on the other side. conventional. Yes. Did it work? Absolutely it did. It was very, wasted. I do apologise for the faffing around earlier though to try to get it all right, the balance. It did take a little longer than I thought. It was not. Trying to get the weight right on this, it was, there are some times that you regret doing things and you think, but sometimes also I think you've got to try these things because you can find the best way to do something that you've ever found before. So it's never a good idea to just think, it's not quite, let's go through the plastic. Yeah, it's always worth having a shot, I think. As I said, farmers are absolutely fantastic at invention, always have been. That's how these gadgets often arrived, from something like someone putting a storage box on the back and a pump and some pipes and pumping the fertilizer, seeds, whatever from the back to the front. It works, and that's how the modern gadgets that are now that do become so pretty actually start off. Now let's have a look. Yeah, straight up. It is. So, yeah. Could say this was the prototype of a new system. 3 storage boxes instead of 2. Yeah. Right, let's go in a little field. Yeah, the balance is just about teetering a little bit because there's more weight at the back than there is at the front. It's all very close to being like that. But yeah, you can see it was as drawn from all of them. It's this way, yes, it is. Right, we'll get back to the field. I'm not going to send a worker. I'm afraid it'll drop it in the drink or something. We're going to do this ourselves while the canola's being done. Now that is another fantastic, very reasonable fertiliser spreader. So I'm going to see how much we would get for this one. I loaded it in yesterday, dropped a couple of days on the mod, but I always say I like to focus and show what new mods, so I am going to. It's something I loaded on yesterday. Yeah, had a look at yesterday because I wasn't sure if it did lime as well as fertiliser, and it does. So we should do our own fields with that. What did I think I might have. Yeah, let's have a look. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh no, definitely not. No, right. Well, we did do that one. Yeah, that's right. I remember doing that one. But we haven't done the, so that is grand. We'll pH them, we'll lime them both, and we shall. Whoa. Sorry, my bad. Brakes are terrible. I've got way too much weight. You go. My bad. My fault, totally. Yeah, so we shall see. I do love this little icon. That is amazing. It really is. Is it icon? Yeah, it is. I doubt myself then. Yeah, it is a icon. Very nice it is. I found it amazing when you really have got no money at all. This other one's intermediate. If I was, I think I would still go for the same icon at the beginning of this Let's Play because we didn't have any money at all. Yeah, we're literally to the white. But as soon as I got a little bit, I would buy this one. So I'm not going to like replace the Vicon in my list of mods that I would use going forwards because no, I think it's still got a place. It really has. Right. No, it's got. Oh, it has got something in actually. Let's not worry about it. Really, it's a tiny tad. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's repair. Right, brilliant. Alright, let's buy the new one. Now, I'm not sure whether to go for a smaller size because if we're trying to make this be the fertiliser spreader, it's not a bad thing. Then let's go for the smaller one of these as it starts just with a 1500 litre extension because this might actually work. I think we will indeed buy that. So that's only cost us £6,000. And now then, let's take the contract, which is that tab, Mr. Smith, and collect. And we should be pretty much as we were before with the brand new tool that is going to be very useful. Our balance is perfect. Let's just see if this actually knocks it out. And it shouldn't empty. Yeah, if I'm good now, it should not be knocking things out now. Yeah, I've not had a chance to use this yet, so this is a trial. The AC2, this may well become a firm favourite of mine, or it might be something that you use once and think, no, that was a mitigated disaster. So let's just go and quickly jump tractors though. We are going to go and just make sure there's looks like there's only a corner just right where I am. It's not quite been done. Yeah, and we can even see it. Oh, and also, a bit of a bad corner as well. We should check all the corners. That's the beauty of doing what we did the way we did it. Getting used to this tractor a little bit. I actually quite like the independent steering. It's rather unique. It does take some getting used to though. It's because it is obviously unique. It's definitely, but it is. Yeah, once you get the sort of hang of its independent steering, it is actually quite good. Yeah, I would definitely use it again, and it's quite a good, powerful. It's on specials. It is. It's not. Yeah, it's. I don't know how much it is normally. I mean, I've got this 2 or 3 times on really good pricing. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's have a look. It is. I think it would be classed as a medium. Let's have a look. I'm sure it is. Just intrigued me myself now to see. That's Landini. Must be. It's not. It's no way is that a small tractor, surely. No, it's not. Did I miss it then? Because that's not a large tractor, surely. I'm sure I've not seen it in here. I wonder if it's one of those mods that doesn't appear. It is? Wow, classed as a large tractor. Yeah, it's just off the radar of what I would class as a modded tractor price. So yeah, it's not one that I would, I think, go for, but definitely one that I'm glad we've got. Yeah, I would go for. There's the HTZ in this sort of power range, and yeah, and that's sort of almost case price, brand new. So I could buy a brand new case for what I would pay for this, and the case is more powerful. So yeah, definitely it'd have to be on a sale for me to buy it. But I have had it done too now. My Estancia São Carlos, I had it on that, and again, I don't think I'd got used to it on that one. So yeah, I wasn't that keen, but now I'm getting used to it on this one. I've used it quite a lot. I can thoroughly say I do enjoy the fact that it is independent. Definitely, it's good. Right, let's do that last one. Let's be thorough. It's not a lot, but there's those 4 little dots. I was going to say 3 little dots, but that would mean I can't count to 4. And I can. Definitely count to 4. Even on a Friday morning, I can count to 4. Yes, my brain has not gone to the point where I can't count to 4 anymore, even on a Friday. Oh, I'm glad it is a Friday though. It's been one of those weeks at work. Oh, IT, the stresses of IT is terrible. When things go wrong or you've got massive changes, yeah, there are certain times that. Right, let's take this back to the fields, and we will do our liming and fertilising, and that will be the end of this session. I want to keep it nice and clean. I'm a terror for doing monster sessions, I really am. But I do like to get my jobs. It is weird. Sometimes the job you're doing dictates that it's going to take a certain amount of time, or oops. Yeah, I'd like to complete the jobs I'm doing, so yeah, we'll do our liming now. And then we'll do our fertilising, which we only need to do on this field. So in fact, we might start with a fertilising, I think, on this field. We will stick to using the little one on, see if we can get the weight balance right, just normally with just the front and the back, rather than... And actually, thinking about it, it probably is more... it's very unconventional, but it would work. Yeah, and it's not that heavy a frontage item that it would be impossible for you to use. So, yeah, maybe unconventional, but it would still work. It's still got a power out. Again, sometimes necessity is the mother of all invention, as the old saying goes. It's doable. It's not like I'm trying to use a massive front mower or something that you'd like to think, oh, that would never work. Because, yeah, I think actually this probably would. Right. Let's get off the field a little. I think that should do. Yeah, I ripped the grass up and realised it's annoying, but hey ho, it is what it is. Right, let's fill the front up. In fact, let's do the... Oh, now then, I'm not sure. No, I did. I do remember, actually. Yeah. Keep the fronts on as well. Let's top this up. Oh, I don't think there's enough, actually. Yeah, I do. Right. Let's get it going then. Oh my life, now that is, yeah, that's going to take a bit of getting used to. I do like that animation. That's completely different from the normal fertilising animation. Oh wow. Well, I am amazed. What a fantastic mod. As well as being an absolutely humongous spread, that is different. Wow, to put your own animation on. Well, I shall have to check the modder's name. That is phenomenal. Wow. I do love that. I think it's a faster use than the WMXL, the Lizard, which is my personal favourite so far. This is obviously an exceptionally reasonable option. It really is. Yeah, I would turn it down, but it's only for that little bit. And then, yeah, ooh, what is happening? Where have we got people stopping? Usually means something's rolled onto the road, or... It's fantastic. Right. We don't need... Right, yeah, we don't actually, that is true. Let us... Yeah, we shall empty this into here. So that cost us nothing, that little escapade. Let's drop this. We need to lower it, I remember. Do. Oh, I can actually do it without. Okay. Now then, I think we have got some lime in here, if I remember rightly. I shall try. I don't want it on you. I want it on you. Ooh. Let's see if I can drive straight enough to get that in the back. And make it realistic. Fantastic. Right, let's fill that back, because otherwise it is going to be... Ooh. Used it all. No, we have. It's just, yeah, shows you the filling still. Right, let's put that on the back. Now, do we need the fronts? I think maybe to stabilise the back, because it will use the one out of the fertiliser first. It will. So the weight of that is going to offset that fact for this little tiny thing, and also it means that we're not mucking around too badly. Smashing, yeah, that is fairly balanced. What on earth is happening here? Okay. Guess that one. Yeah, we'll sneak out the back entrance. It's a good job we've got that actually, because we won't be able to get out otherwise. Ooh. Why am I doing that? We have this field to do first. Let's... Now this, yeah, this actually is... I was forgetting about this. It's probably getting canes. It's lime, isn't it? So... see how far this goes. Oh. I press cruise control and it's not done it. Oh, I've got to give it its due. That's actually very good. It is, yeah. Mind you, it is automatic application, so yeah, I suppose it would, like anything, it would cane it if it needed to. So it's, yeah, but it's covering better than I thought it would. Definitely. I didn't think we would do this in one pass. Mind you, I say we'd already done it, hadn't we? So yes, it's, yeah, it does make sense actually when you think about it. Then we're on precision farming, so it shouldn't matter, it shouldn't waste. And if it looks like it is, that's just the animation. Yes, I'm not going to worry so much about spread width, because it is precision farming. You're being precise. Okay, let's top that front up then. And then we shall escape. Oh, yeah, I could have done it on the other field, but it's probably better if I do it here. It's more balanced. No, I don't want that one. I want that one. That looks about right. Smash it. Oh, we have used some at the back. Okay, let's top that up as well. Smashing. Right, let's get this done. I know we've got the other one at the other end, but I was here anyway, so let's go in a little. I feel like a tiny little ant, I really do. Right, let's get this done. This is the last job of the session. Soon. That doesn't look like the Joskin's full, but it is. With this little eater. Yeah, this is yeah, the most lengths I've ever had to go to for any tractor though to get the weight right. Yeah, I suppose I could have also done an adapter with the weight on the front, but yeah, that might have been a bit too heavy. So the bucket, it is nice to see that the physics is quite close. The only physics that is wrong a little that I found so far in FS22 is on my Hobo's Hollow. I grabbed a 5-ton straw bale and put it onto the big bag winch as a weight at the front. Now, it didn't measure, it didn't weigh the 5 tons against the little tonnage on the back that I'd got. I think that was actually fertilised and spreading. But when I put a 1 ton, what I did then was I grabbed the front loader like this, exactly the same setup, with a bucket on the front with 2 tons of fertiliser in, I think it was. And then it settled down. It was okay. So it preferred a 2-ton weight to a 5-ton weight. And with the 5-ton weight I was teetering, and the 2-ton weight it was perfect. So it just goes to show it's not perfect, but it is good. Yeah, our giants have done a very good job. I'm not going to go into a giant smashing session because it's pretty darn hard to do that type of thing, to get physics as good as they have done it. So definitely they do improve things like that. They do pay attention to that kind of detail. It's just they do leave us hanging a long time for a lot of things. So yeah, wish they'd pay a little bit more attention to the people. Right, let's see. Okay. So pH is... It's for... I did do this then. Okay. Well, there you go then. That was the quickest field. Of course it did. I went over the Y, you plonk. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I do recall now, obviously, that there being lime on the field because of the Y. We've just gone over it with the... Right, okay, well, there you go. We just had a little journey across the map. Right, so we have planted our canola for next year. In fact... Do I care? I've not got rollers. I can't really afford one, so I need a header. So do you know something? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's sleep on until it's June, July. Let's have a look. I've done canola loads of times. You'd think I'd remember. It is July, yes. So let's have a bit of fun. I've taken fast nights off because it drove me crazy, because it did 2 stops a day, and it didn't seem to speed the nights up anyway, so I've taken it off because I think I dub it slow nights, unless I'm using it wrongly. It's made things worse, not better. There we go, we have our crop growing. So let's have a look, oh, in fact no, that was the right place. Let's have a look. Any special offers, even though... Yeah, that's true. You never know. You could actually find a header. That would be a tad too big for ours, I would say. I'd say it would go up to a 9 metre. It's quite a powerful case. Yeah, it is. Right. No, nothing there. Oh, no. I'm trying to think. Have we got anything in the silo? Oats. When do we sell oats? Oh, don't tell me I've missed the window. When do we sell oats? We sell oats in December. Right, so we're getting closer. Yes, mustn't miss that month. We will do that. And we will use our big trailer, the one that I'd forgotten that we'd got last time. I don't know. I can't believe that. I couldn't... When I noticed I was looking across, I even passed it once, and I was like, oh, we've not got a trailer that's... We need a bigger trailer. I'm thinking, no, you have actually got one of the biggest trailers in the game, just sitting across from you in the car park. So yes. Awesome ash. Shootermaker. Now is that not an amazing price? Just remind myself what we have got. We've not got anything like baling and that. It's actually very reasonable. But yeah, are we gonna... No, we're not. We're not changing direction now. We're only here just to finish this harvest, so no. Unless it's a header or something else that we definitely need, then. Right. Pay attention, we're looking for... And November. Also, sometimes the prices can be better in the month before or after than they are in the actual month. They're supposed to be fantastic. I saw this on Hobo's Hollow. It was in the wrong month and the prices are really good. Went to the next month and actually I lost some, and it was the month when it's supposed to have been the best. Oh wow, isn't this typical? You know when you... Mulcher. 12.3. No, and it's a John Deere. Not that. I think it's a corn header as well, you plonker. Right, November. Let's look at prices. Yeah, let's pay attention because you never know. What is the current price? Yeah, it is slightly under, and it is on the up. Okay, so 1 more month. We look at the sales first, and then we should take our product and we'll leave it ready to harvest for next year, so that next session will be this is the penultimate, and that will be the ultimate, the finale of this Let's Play. As small as it is. Oh, wow. Well, if we're going to need one, that's a cracking. That is the one I've got on my what is that, mulcher? How big is that? 5 metre. Corn. Why are we getting corn headers drop? Yeah, if I was that, it would be a brilliant. They're 30 grand normally, just under 10,000. Are we going to do anything? No, we're not. Stop it. Right, now then, let's look at prices of oats. And the cereal factory, which is right next door, is not the very highest, but you know, I'm quite happy with that. Is good enough for me. Now then, it's a good job we have got the back entrance, isn't it, really? Because now it's grown. Right, let's try that. We shall sneak out. Oh, yeah, that is true. That's actually going to be quite a bit of hard to get into. I didn't think of that. We will manage it somehow. We will. Luckily we haven't got snow yet, but it is on the way. Let's hope we get away with the... Oh, actually, no, I reckon I can sneak... Oh, no, I can't. I could have done just about, I think, if I'd have shifted the... So if this gets too difficult going in the back entrance, we will shift that and come in the front entrance. That's what we'll do. Because this is a bit of a monster. Yeah, it really is. That was a bit of a crafty. That was not the best I've ever done. At least we haven't got far to go. Let's indicate. Let's be good. To be now that this is, yeah, this is going to be sure the best. I think, yeah, reverse actually. I think to go in. Oh, no, we have to pull a bit wider than that. Try not to take the scout out. Go into the left as far as I can. I think it's going to be tricky to straighten up. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch the tree. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to shunt a little. I'll knock that trail again. Yes, I thought I would. Oh, sorry, apologise for the going through the hedge bit. Now then, I've got to remember there's bits and bobs to the left of me. Says as he about takes the land. Still, oh wow, so it's way more shunting than I thought I'd have to do, but yeah, I knew it was going to be tricky. Watch the cultivator. Still not enough room. I bet there's a lot of people who are good at this type of thing that are thinking, you just had to do blah blah blah. Yes, I'll bet I did. Yeah, unfortunately I'm, yeah, novice, nearly. Careful, I'm getting too close to the cultivator. I don't think. Okay, let's just think outside the box a minute. Let's get that. This one, the bottom one out of the way a little bit. See if we can do this slightly differently. We'll see if oh, I suppose that's one way to do it. Actually, yes, I never thought of that. Let's try and do this the conventional way. Yes, I have. I do really like the Rawley Christie auto load that we had. I quite enjoyed that bit of a. It was very unconventional. the auto load trailers that we tried that night with the productions. And it's, yeah, I think the Royal Christie to me came out as the winner. I suppose because it's bigger and cheaper as well. Which, yeah, that's always a. No, then I think we'll grab the cultivator. Then we can't knock it. We should drag that and stick that over there. In fact, yeah. Okey-doke. Let's see, we should, if I can get hold of that. Be far off. I think I'm going to have to come forward a little to be a bit, yeah, I think I'm going to clock the. As well, actually clocking the tree. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. No, oh, I knocked it too far now. Caused myself. Yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna clear that window. Yeah, more by. Let's see if we can get this a little bit better without taking out the edge of the field. I should be able to do that, I think, without any faffing around now. I was right in what I said. Yes, it was. I should get that. Yay! And it's actually realistic. Oh, there was some solid fertilizer still in here. Oh no, of course it is. I just put it in, you Wally. Right, I think, ooh, that is a point, do we? No, we're going to catch the side, we're going to have to reverse out as well. Wow, doesn't that look a tiny little amount? Now, if I was the sort of person that would allow unrealism, I could actually sneak through the hedge, but no, I do recognise the fact that did we do that in real life, we would seriously. Now then, yeah, this is going to be fun actually, thinking about it. Is there an easy way? Without me wrecking the field, of course. I think. Oh, still managed to nudge the cultivator. No, that's not going to work. That's going to catch the edge of that, as I said earlier. Not going to wreck the hedge. Fuse. Then let's somewhere in the fields. Still not quite going to do it. No, not. Catch the edge of the field. I don't think there's any way I can avoid it. Oh, it's first growth stage. It will let me get away with that, I think. Overthinking it. Now that is as close to hitting it as possibly can get. I hope that we are lucky. We're going to go back straight. I think. And then we're going to come back in again a little bit. Those cars go and ask someone to help us back out. Of course we would do that. We'd get a friend to just do that whilst we yeah, we would, and then we would go. Whew. Right hand indicator switch, which I've switched off because I must have had it already on. Now we switch it off. Right, it's got to be there. Okay. Swing wide. Excellent. Okay. Should to go around at that. We are going to need this. Let's go stick it back exactly where it was before. No room on our fields, and the shop have always been very good for the little bit that we pay them. And we clean their windows, yes. And an agreement that yeah, we clean the shop windows as well. In a previous life I was a window cleaner. Yeah, that's in real life, that is, not in the game. So I'm bringing all of my skills to bear in this game. The shop are quite happy with the agreement. He says, and then he checks to see if there are, yes, there are windows to clean, that's alright. It's no good storytelling if it's not true. Yeah. Then it falls flat on its face. You would presume a building like this would have windows, though, wouldn't you, really? Right. Not quite as good as last time, but... Right, let's get on the edge of the... Oh, he says as he bumps into a tree. Let's just whip through now. Watch the field grow. Wow, that green grass is really vivid. Ever so nice. Right. Yeah, some fantastic bargains coming up, typically. Will we get a header? That is what I'm... And it's not only a header, it's got to be a right header. No point in buying something in the sales if I can't use it. I would say we could probably go up to a 9 metre. There are a lot more different sizes now. And oh, flickering. Oh wow, that's a very good price for the high dump bucket. Unfortunately, we haven't got a wheel loader. Right, let's quickly go and escape from this awful weather and the white flickering. Did the snow settle? That is the question. We shall see in a moment. No, it didn't. Right. Oh, wow, that's a good price for the Garant. Wow. Yep. Excellent. Wow, that's a decent price as well, actually. Yes, we shall see what we finish this Let's Play with when we sell our products in November. Because that is its month of its height. And that I do know because I've done canola way too much in FS22 because I have actually used these weeder seeders on quite a number of... Right. Yeah, a number of Let's Plays. Because of its size for how cheap it is. It is quite an amazing ability of the ironbacks that you can do that with the 9 and the 12. And 18,000 for the 9 metre. Makes for a very, very cheap seeder. I know it's only... but the canola, it's a good income as well, so... That's not so good. That's good. The Demco steel drop deck. That's, yeah. Ooh, getting there. Definitely getting there. And we have a 4 metre header. Oh wow, the extractor. What an absolutely cracking price. Now that is quite amazing. That appears quite a lot as an item that is on the sales. I had that yesterday in a Let's Play that, again, it would be a nuclear Let's Play. Yeah, we did, and that was about the same. It's an amazing price. Right, let's see if we are... I'm not worried. We can... Yeah, I think we'd lease, though, if we were going to go out, because I'd like to go out with as much money as we possibly can to see how we fared. I'll be honest, though, we've not done bad. We've got 2 fields instead of 1, and we have bought new bits of bobs of equipment. No, I don't mean it's not rounded out, but we had... To be honest, we did actually round this out quite well in this... Oh, my favourite tractor. And, yeah, half price. What is this with corn headers? Really? Right, let's see. Is it August or is it July, August? I can't remember. We shall see in the morning what happens to this, whether it goes to that lovely golden brown of ready to harvest or whether it's still got flowers. I can't remember. Ready to harvest. That, then, is where we're going to leave it. Of course we didn't... Oh, we did. On the very morning of our harvest. Well, shall we... I think that's the right size. I think we will. Okay, well that's the last job we're going to do. We're going to grab that and get it ready, stick the header on, repair it. Wow, the chances of that all the way through the winter, and it is the right size. I mean, they say I think we could have gone up to a 9, but I think that would probably be the size that would be right for this. So grab them both, repair that, and yeah, all we've got to do then is harvest this and take it in November, and that's us done. So 2 fields to harvest. Excellent. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time on this Let's Play. I'm talking in the past tense, I know, but yes, I know the end is very close now, so... But yes, I have thoroughly enjoyed this, apart from my rip around with the bales that took so long to get the bales to the PGA. That's the only thing, and that was a choice. I didn't have to take the contract. Right, let's go repair this. Oh, it's not even yellow. It's just 1% above. Is it 2%? Is it 69 where it goes yellow, I think? Let's repair that for £3. Oh, we're on euros. Well, it's the end of the session now. I'm not going to worry about that for 10 minutes. I should have realised at the beginning. I'm a terror for that. I do wish it was map-based instead of global. Yeah, that does look about right for this. A 9 metre it would have coped with, I think, because it's quite a powerful beast for such a small thing. But yeah, that for a beginning harvest to cope with a 7.5 metre is rather stupendous. We're going to take a bit of a break for here, aren't we? Excellent. So our own header. Yes. Well, we started with a corn header. Right, that's where we're going to leave it. We shall grab this in next time of our 2 fields, and yeah, we'll have to use the Genesis for both though. Okay. Seem to think my piping over the end is a problem, so we shall shift forward a little bit. How's that? There. Don't like unhappy people. Right, so there we go. Right, so we're going to leave it. Yeah, we have. Yeah, thinking about what I said, we have got when you look at our. Yeah, we've got the seeders and a planter. A planter. It's a lot of fun to use. Yeah, we've got a sprayer, good fertiliser spreader now, the weeder stroke seeder. Yeah, that's right, the seeders are 3 metre, I remember. A really good harvester header, fantastic trailer, a decent plough, good cultivator, front loader. Yeah, it's even got the full shebang with the yeah, we bought both. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying the Proactive an awful lot, if I'm honest, for that. Only, I think, when things get really good. Definitely not the beginning of a Let's Play. It's 14 grand that you can ill afford. Yeah, we've got to say, I'm really quite chuffed. Even got telehandler tools. That I love that. It's a fantastic. It really is. If we were going to baling, we've got enough for pallets, baling, we've got weights. Yeah, I think that it's a rounded. I don't mean there's no room for growth. Of course, there's balers and all sorts, mowers, mulchers, rollers. But we've got the beginnings, a well-rounded out starting lineup. So yes, it would be. Yeah, there's not much we need, if I'm honest. Right, and that is where we're going to leave it. So we have 1 episode left to do. Next session, how well did we do? That is, yeah, it's definitely, I think, I foresee if we were sticking around we could buy a 3rd field. Not a big one though, so we could either cash in, how much is 39? Would be 234, how much is that one? 71, no, we still couldn't afford it even, mind you. We don't know what yield we've got, do we? How much is field 44? Oh, that's quite big, actually. That's bigger than 39. Oh, yes, it comes with additional bits and bobs. Yeah, and I'm not tempted to go up there. You've got that massive cliff. If I was going to do anything, it would be field 48. That's probably the closest to us. Unless we were to go... I suppose that's not bad. That's the first field we were going to buy, actually. Yeah. If we were staying, we would probably do those 3, I would say, because it's equal as far as 41 to 43. Or we would sell 41, get rid of the placeable, and... No, that's too expensive. It really is. We couldn't do that. Field 7, I think. Yeah, that would be. I could go 43 and 7 because it's still a bigger field than 41. But anyway, that's all pie in the sky because last episode I've got to be ruthless. I have. Yeah, right. Anyway, I am going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to continue with me on what's left of this Let's Play. It's nuclear Let's Play to show off the map's potential. Really, yeah. We have had some good times, to be honest, on this, and some bad ones as well. Absolutely, let's not forget that. Anyway, I am not going to waffle anymore. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Hello and welcome back. Right. You know, I think we're going to do this ourselves. We're going to go straight into a time lapse. This is just little old me. Going to finish this one last time myself, I think, rather than set a worker. So I'm going to say my words one last. No. Yeah, I will, because I'm going to do both fields. I will. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. harvest finished, we shall grab this and take it back to the silo, and we shall push on till November, literally, and see how we finished this nuclear Let's Play. Yeah, we shall. Quite intrigued to see how well we did. Obviously we did have productions and that went wrong. We could have productions if we were staying. I would actually use. I have tried those on my Adelshoven, I will say right, and yeah, they're working fine. So I think it was some probably silent updates that have corrected some of the worst of the scripting, and there's not been an update on that particular pack, so it's got to be a game thing that's been fixed, or I can't see it being a map issue, if I'm honest. I really can't. It was all scripting type things, and obviously auto loads are scripting type things, and it was a bit of a nightmare, but we got through it. It's been a very interesting Let's Play. Thoroughly, absolutely. Hat off to Cavalry Roy, and as I said, I do apologise for my. As I said, I'm not completely retracting, but you do have, and also I do also say that it is true. Perhaps there are some places where mountain ranges such as that happens, although bridle paths tend to exist no matter what. So I'm not completely retracting, but top of the map has got the bridle paths that you would expect in Great Britain. So artistic license is in the remit of the map maker. It's as simple as that, and it is an absolutely beautiful map, so I am in no way being critical of the content it is. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time here. I don't want any... it is possible, not me myself, I'm a very small content creator, but for some of the bigger ones, I remember seeing Mr. Silly Peas, I did more than a nuclear Let's Play on Riverview Forest, thoroughly enjoyed that Let's Play, and I saw his map review on that, and I thought, that's a bit damaging to the map creator, and I think a little bit it is possible for us to say things that are, as I say, not me. I am not a large enough content creator that actually, I can affect anything. But it's still possible as a human being to be damaging to other people when they've put a lot of hard work into something. So, just clarifying my position that I'm not being awful or anything like that, but just that. It did shock me, and obviously I still stick to my thing about the bales, that if it was very strange that the one contract that was close to the BGA was the one contract that had the sell point was on the other side of the map, and I thought, no way am I doing bales ever again on this map. And that's not a knee-jerk reaction. It is based upon spending the time on that contract over this side, having to charge all the way over the very circuitous and path that took a long time. So you, as a human being, obviously you've got that element. If you don't mind charging across the map, that's fine. Obviously I do. It's the contract in the end became not so worth it because of the fact. Is that floating? Yeah, wow, is that uneven? Much more uneven than I thought it was. Yeah, so it's a personal choice thing. And then when I saw the other contracts and checked that out and saw that it was for the other side of the map, and I got to go equally as far to get to that sale point, I thought, you're having a laugh, no way am I doing that. But it's a choice. If it doesn't bother you, then and so I stick to my guns on that, but I'm not trying to be critical. It is a choice. If a job isn't worth it, I thoroughly enjoyed doing the fertilising contract that showed the up. I have tried to be balanced and tried to show because there aren't many bad points. It is beautiful. Cavalier Roy has spent a lot of time in creating an absolutely glorious and very believable map. There's some absolutely beautiful, at the end of our field, go through the hedge, and all of that waterworks that's down there, the top of the fields, and this massive edifice that does make it. There's not much cutting through fields from one place to another on this map, with having such a massive mountain range cutting through a lot. We've not been everywhere on the map, but I think we've given it we've been in most places, and we've shown off the beauty of the map, definitely. So anyway, no more waffling, let's speed time up We aren't going to bother looking for the sales. There's no point, absolutely no point. All we want to do now is sell this in November and see how we actually fare. Let's just see actually with all of the harvesting, how much did we? 35 tons. That's not bad. That is respectable. Canola brings in a goodly amount. It really does. We bought that header as well, and it did work perfectly well. I was a little concerned at that, but yeah, spot on. You couldn't have asked for a more perfect drop. It is strange, as I say, sometimes on the nuclear Let's Plays, I feel a little sorry for myself, because on the full-blown Let's Plays where you're relying on the drop sometimes, especially on the Old Stream Farm, I totally relied, well, I didn't totally rely because I couldn't. I often had to buy new and spend our entire harvest for that year on buying one piece of equipment. As I say, that's what decided me to go on normal economy when doing a start from scratch, because growth can be terrible. I mean, the Old Stream Farm, we must have been on that years-wise as a farmer about 10 to 12 years. To see the growth we did in 10 to 12 years in that way, boy, was the economy tough. So going forwards, it has taught me to stick it on normal economy. Everybody wants to see growth. It's all of us, including myself, want to see that. It's, yeah. And then I think, obviously, with me doing the massive change I did at the end, and also it had run a long time. It really had. But it did seem to be, I still look at the figures of when interest was lost in the Old Stream Farm, and it was about the time when I made the massive change. So people also get used to the farm, and if you smash the farm, it's something I'm going to take and remember going forwards. But there's got to be changes, yeah. And if there's a horrible field of it, it is awful. But the top set of fields we had, some of them were horrible shapes, and they did always cause us problems. And I wished to move away from that. But obviously, the viewers thought I'd smashed the farm, and that was it, or it was time. Everyone had had enough of it. So yeah, it's every Let's Play. Every map has its time to move on, and obviously I looked at the numbers and everyone was saying it's time to move on, so I did. Yeah, I've not done an episode since. I may knock out the other one. I haven't destroyed the map, the save. I absolutely love that Let's Play, and I wouldn't mind doing another 2 or 3 episodes just to see the phenomenal growth that I knew we were going to get from the point when we put those 2 productions in. It was the only way I could kickstart to inject some money in without it being unbelievable. We only sold what we had to basically buy a production to turn things around a little bit. And I did say that in those last couple of episodes, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think everyone has the rights to the way that, and if I smashed the farm and everyone thought that, then obviously, yeah, I've paid the consequences. I've lost people's interest. So yeah, for that I paid the ultimate price of no one's really interested in the Old Stream Farm anymore. So yeah, it is what it is, and I'm going to take that going forwards as be careful. Definitely when making major changes to any Let's Play, when people have got attached to how things were, it's a part of being human, that kind of thought sort of process. I was trying to do right, but in the end absolutely destroyed everyone's interest in that Let's Play. So yeah, definitely note to self to be a little bit more careful when tweaking things. Don't destroy, tweak. Definitely. Anyway, let's push on. Let's do sleep. I'm going to time-lapse this next sequence because we're literally going straight through to November, so I'm going to speed through from this point, so there's going to be no chattering. I'm going to say my words, we're going to go straight through to November, and then we're going to sell our product. So, with no further ado, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now I'm going to look in October because sometimes on some maps the price of things the month before can be just touching the top price. So we're going to have a look. 1274. No, it can. It's got another 100 or not. We could sell at the selling station Grain Gate. Where's that? So, is that the one that I've... Let's tag it, because if it is the what... Oh, it is. Now, that's touching. It's only a little bit off. So, do you know something? I'm going to go for that. I am. It's... Yeah. Now then, when is this rain going to stop? That is what I want to know. I don't really want to. Magic's going down. We can't... Yeah, we'd cover it. We've only got a dash across there, so yeah, literally... That's, yeah, I can take a slight hit. I didn't want to like take a massive one. I don't mind going all the way across the map if it suits our purposes, and but so we're only losing a tiny weeny bit on the absolute top price. So yeah, I will cope with that. It's good enough. It really is. Give us a good idea, right? That's it. Wow, it just load very easily, very quickly as well. Do love that one. It is my absolute favourite to date. It really is. I think it's really beautiful, very rustic. Right, so let's see, how did we do? We've got a good set of equipment as well. I did say that last episode, and I do not take that back. Ooh, wow. And there we go. That is us signing out from Riverside Farm. I hope you've enjoyed this. Tried to show the map to its full potential. I had an update on my games driver, which seems to date to be not flickering on the reds, so yes. Also optimised with the NVIDIA app that optimises game settings, so maybe, I'm hoping, I've said this before and then it's come back and with a vengeance. So the other thing is, yeah, I am going to, let's take this back to, this is, oh, I can't. Bear in mind also that we have got two fields, so there is that 71 grand and 81 grand, 150,000. If we were to cash out, we would literally have, yeah, 250, nearly 8,000, 258,000 would cash out plus all of the equipment that we have got, which is quite extensive, really. I mean, I'm not saying. If we were staying, we would definitely get better seeders, better planters. The tractors eventually we want more. The trailer, the tar is got a good starting one, but we've obviously got a super duper one as well. Fantastic harvester. Wouldn't be looking to replace that for an awful long time. The plough, cultivator, decent. Front loader, yeah, the weeder stroke seeder is also excellent. That new fertilizer spreader is something I am going to remember. It is fantastic. I will be taking that to other Let's Plays. It's especially when you're starting 8 odd grand for something of that caliber is phenomenal. Yeah, that spray is just a no-brainer. That's brilliant, and I do love that as well. The tool bale, that is fantastic. Yeah, very reasonable. 3 grand it is to buy. Yeah, and I do love the self-made weight. There is very little that can match it, really, truthfully. Yeah, and then the Joskin, that goes without saying, that goes with me everywhere. They are amazing. Right, so then, that is me saying adieu. Thank you very much for your time. I hope I've shown you enough that this map is absolutely fantastic. A massive thank you to Cavalier Roy, and I'm not being too critical, truly. I always try and say it how I see it, but that can sometimes come over nasty. I know myself, when you spent a lot of times, it's very hard not to take things personally. It really is, but people don't mean it. I certainly don't mean it nasty, because I very much appreciate, and say this from the heart, all of the hard work that you've done on this exceptionally beautiful map. It really is fantastic, very believable, very authentic, and I've got to say unique. It really is. It stands on its own 2 feet in being not like anything else, and I love that. I truly do. To find it reminds me so much of the Peak District. It truly does. So it takes me home, and that's it's not just that feeling of being home though. There is an awful lot of things. I love the fact that We can chop the yeah, I know this Cavalier Roy was talking to some of the greats like Alien Jim. This way you can chop the hedges down. I love that feature. I really did love that on Alien Jim's map when he bought that. I can't remember the name of the map. That was one of my favourites. I always had difficulty with the fields though on that particular map. It was one of my favourites that Alien Jim did, where he bought that feature in of the chopping the hedges down. But I always had trouble with the grounds, always. I played that map 2 or 3 times, and in the end I thought it's got to be the map, but because it can't always be all of the different equipments. So it's a shame. These things happen though. Sometimes people do pioneering things, it doesn't quite work out right, or it may have just been that I was exceptionally unlucky and perhaps my game needed patching, repairing, reinstalling. One never knows. So I'm not having a go at Alien Jim either. I'm just telling what happens, not casting aspersions on whose fault it was. If it was anyone's fault, these things happen, truly. So, massive thank you to Cavalier Roy. Massive thanks to all of my usual partners that have been with me on this journey. Black Sheep Modding for the Joskin 3-point Lynch 3-point box, yeah, and also H2 Studios for the absolutely amazing multi-fruit buying station that always goes with us. We never had a chance to do the slurry yard or anything like that, but we have done reasonably well. I am very chuffed with 107,992. There were times when we were down to the bare knuckle. Yes, and I know we've still got the loan. Yeah, we still have. If we were on here though, I would buy another field now, and with 3 fields next year, I think we would absolutely beast that loan. I do, truly. And also I probably would go into their productions. I wouldn't do baling, I wouldn't, and I love baling, I do. I mean, anybody who's watched the old stream farm knows I absolutely love baling, but I don't. I am not charging across the map. If we were going to do it, I'd do it myself. I would have stick the mini BGA. Also, we've got quite a bit of wood up there that we would cash in. I would, but I'd probably just about break even, because I'd have to hire one of the Fleagles or something, which is quite expensive, and also, yeah, we'd need to. No, we haven't got the big bag winch on this one, so I'd have to lease that as well. So I think we'd lose quite a bit, but gain more. But it's the time. It would take us hours. It would probably be a complete session, or maybe 2 sessions, to completely shift all the wood, so that we could use that end. But I think if I was going to stay, I probably would maybe convert this, because it is a very good way of starting when you haven't got much, which we could make the 2 fields into grass fields, stick the I think the mini BGA, but look at the contours of the land. It is a bit, yeah, that would probably cost me an arm and a leg. But again, I don't know, it's flat up here. We could probably just about place it here. Don't know about the slurry yard. I think that would eat into some of our field. But yeah, it's not the end of the world if it does a little bit. We could go to here, but again, it's going to cost me a bit to place that. But we could probably just about manage to do that. If we sold our second field, we'd completely be able to do that, and we'd definitely grow. I reckon after 1 harvest of all the grass, which would be next year, if we were going to start this now, if we were staying, I would say by the first cut we could afford to buy our second field back, and by the end of the year, the 2 other cuts, we would make an absolute fortune, and possibly pay the loan off and have 50-60 grand left after all of that. Maybe more. I might be underestimating that. It might even be better than that. But yeah, let's have a look at the statistics that say how long we have been here. 5 years. See, actually, yeah, 4 missions completed, 6 trees cut down, 38 bales produced. For somebody else, of course. 5 years. It just puts into perspective. I have put quite some effort into this. It's not, mind you, a lot of that was over those productions, trying to get all of the stuff out, which I gave up because we were only a third of the way through, and it would have taken probably 10 years. So actually, yeah, we haven't spent long in the biggest sense. Most of that was trying to deal with the productions fiasco that happened because of the 1.4 update. Anyway, enough waffling. We could go over and over everything. We are cashing out now 107,992, 2 fields, fantastic set of equipment. Yes, would need improving if we're staying, but yeah, massive thank you to you, Cavalier Roy, for such a fantastic map and all your hours of hard work that have been put into it. So thank you very much, and I'm going to say to everybody, goodbye for now.